He has taken that 4th base in the bottom right-hand corner, so he's going to start getting that going pretty quick here, and he's going to be able to start putting out lots of forces once he has that. He's got 5 or 6 hatcheries already, and now he's just starting to pump Hydras. But BeSt is actually taking that 3rd base on the high ground. He's decided not to go down the ramp to the 3rd base on the low ground. He's going to the high ground instead. And the spore colony is being morphed in the main base for Hoejja. I wonder if one's a spore and one's a sunken. Again, just playing really, really conservative here. Pretty unusual for a pro gamer, actually. But I think it's a good move regardless, to go for lots of defense, just to make sure he doesn't get caught off guard. He does have a lot of ground to cover because he's got his bases really, really far away in the bottom right and really, really far away in the top left from each other, that is. And so it makes sense to put some defense in the main there, just in case of a little, a zealot drop or something like that. It'll buy him some time. And there we go, finally some High Templar. I've been waiting for the high damage units to get out. He made an Archon early on, and I was a little bit surprised that he decided to make an Archon once he had an air advantage. I don't think he needed that Archon. I think he would have been better off with some High Templar around. Anyway, but here he comes in with a shuttle. Let's see what he's going to drop. Is it going to be DTs maybe? Yes, DTs getting dropped in the main. And there's a Spore Sunk combo, I believe, in the main, so it's probably not going to do too much good. But is he going to be within range there? Oh, it might not be within range of that Spore Colony. I think the mineral line is just barely within range, but not like the edge mineral. So if he starts to mine those edge minerals, he can sneak in with that DT. I mean, we saw it sneak in there and get a single kill. Oh man, so many zealots getting so much damage. There we go. Finally, they're able to surround those lurkers and take them out. Oh! Observer picked off by Scourge, though. That is going to buy him some time, and now he's just running around picking off these DTs with a little force. With oh, is the DT going to run? Oh, he stopped paying attention to it. Run, DT! Don't stop there! Run! Oh, both players not really paying attention to that very much, but he's going to try and go in. Is he going to do a storm drop this time? Oh, there is the sign! Oh, so much storm everywhere, killing almost every drone. A couple drones in the middle there, managing to stay out of the way. But anyway, somehow that Scourge managed to pick off the shuttle with the High Templar in it, despite tons of Corsairs just chilling there. Anyway, nice little storm drop there. He already had not too high a saturation of drones at his bases, so doing that storm drop is going to be very effective. It's going to keep his drone count down. He's going to have to build more drones now, basically, to mine at that base. See, look at this. Only like 1 drone per mineral patch, basically, at each of these bases. He could really stand to get a few more in there. Anyway, now pushing out with a large force, though. BeSt is really going to put the pressure on here, and I don't know if cute tricks like killing observers can save him this time. He's got a bunch of overlords. He's got just a couple lurkers there. Where are the observers? But if he has some Psystorm in the mix, it won't even matter. He's got plenty of Corsairs. Normally at this point, the Corsairs would be killed off. They would have done more damage to the Corsair count, and it would have been a lot easier from the hold things off. But he's just going to have to hold off. He's not going to be able to kill off the observers this time, unless they are able to wander into the spores. Here he comes in. He does have the observers nearby. He's able to see these lurkers. The back line of lurkers is going to do a lot more damage, though, because his zealots are going to have a lot harder time getting in there. But he's pressing all the way into the front here. Lurkers in the back. Psystorming, not really doing much damage there, actually. He's just kind of storming the air, just hoping there's something there. He's missing all the lurkers. The lurker's still alive. There we go. Now catching the lurkers. Kills both of them with a double storm. Nicely done, and that may have just opened up the gap enough for him to come in from the side. Zergling's coming in from the back and the front, actually, but I don't know if it's good. Oh, there's a Defiler out. If he can get a swarm down, that might be really be able to save him here. Is he going to be able to get a swarm down? I don't think he's quite going to be able to get it out. He's just gotten the Defilers out. There he goes. He consumes a Hydralisk, and he... Where's this? There we go. Gets down the swarm. Wow. He needs to get some lurkers and lings underneath that, though. There are the lings charging through the swarm. Barely. Whew. Oh man, my heart is pounding. That was close. He's losing a bunch of overlords up here. Oh, they're just going to get owned by those Corsairs. He might be supply block now even. But wow, getting the Dark Swarm up just in time. So Hoejja now with 4 bases still has managed to just barely hold out And some storms going down underneath that swarm, though. That is going to be the problem. More storms going on the new swarm. If he can just storm those lurkers, it won't even matter if there's a swarm on top of him. Here he comes in. There's a couple lurkers in the back. There's still one more sun colony. He's sending in Zerglings to try and hold things back from this last lurker, trying to hold things off. Corsairs coming in are going to prevent any observer snipes, and I think this is going to be the end for Hoejja. His natural expansion is breached. He's trying to pump units out of his expansions through that Nidus Canal, but it's just not going to be enough. That Nidus Canal is going to go down pretty quick as well, and Flash is stretching his arms out. I think he knows he's going to have to do an ace match here pretty soon, because Hoejja is just trying to barely defend his main now. Zealots in the main. He's desperately trying to plant down sunken colonies as much as he can, doing a little bit of a desperate counterattack with just a few Zerglings here. I don't even know if their adrenal gland upgraded at this point. He's just trying to get as much tech up in his other expansions as possible, but at this point he's going to be mining. Yeah, once he loses this base, he's not going to be mining at all, and that's going to be all she wrote, I believe. Once he loses his hive, I don't think he has any of his higher tech rebuilt in the other locations. Yeah, it's just going to take too much money and time to rebuild all of his tech in his expansions. Even though they're relatively well defended, he can get some defense up. It's just going to be too much, because BeSt just killed off 2 of his bases, and he only has 2 bases now, and BeSt still has all 4 of his bases, so 4 bases to 2 is not a good spot to be in. Oh, throwing away a couple hundred gas on those Corsairs with the Scourge trying to come in, but he didn't quite time them right. Managed to come in from a couple angles that time, kill it off, but I think this is pretty much, I mean, these Corsairs are just running around doing whatever they want, and it's alright, sneeze. Whoa. I don't know why I've been sneezing during commentary so much lately. Anyway, BeSt looking very confident here. I think he's almost got a look of, resignation, like he knows he's got this one. And unlike me, programmers do not give up when they haven't won, though. They keep fighting their hardest, keep focusing, concentrating on every single battle until they, I've almost lost a couple games in the past because I've been like, oh man, I have this so won, this is easy, they've got 1 base, I've got 10, whatever, and then I just slack off and they actually come back because I let up on them. I don't do that as much anymore, though. Anyway, look at this huge Protoss army just chilling outside, and now he's got the Bunker Buster, the Reaver, in play to try and just soften up these static defenses on the front line. Hydra's going to come out and try and pick off that Observer. Oh, try and pick off the Reaver. Oh, they pick off the Shuttle and the Reaver. A couple storms go down and kill off those Hydralists, but that was well worth it. But it's too late. There's not enough there. Here BeSt goes in, charging in with the rest of his Zealots. There's GG coming from Hoejja. Wow. Nicely done by BeSt. Very, very beautifully played. Hoejja just forfeited the air early on, and actually that didn't really play too big of a role. But I think he just got out macroed, basically. BeSt just macroing up, and he had kind of a little attack. Hoejja had kind of a little attack with those lurkers that could have done something. That didn't work out for him either. BeSt just defended really, really well and just basically outplayed him at every turn. So, we are going to see an ace match, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have that VOD downloaded yet, so I don't know who is in that match, actually. But I'm predicting probably BeSt versus Flash or something like that. Hope you guys enjoy this. Thanks for watching. GG.